Hey guys, it's your best boxing friends. I'm Kelsey. This is Rachel. Rachel, while we were gone, while we were sleeping for 2 days, on our channel at least, Gennadiy Golovkin secured a fight against Sergey Derevyanchenko for the IBF title. It's for the vacant IBF title. The title that was stripped from Canelo Alvarez because of shenanigans at the Golden Boy offices. We talked about that before. But basically, Golovkin gets to fight Derevyanchenko. It'll be October 5th in New York at Madison Square Garden on DAZN. DAZN. That's how I say DAZN because it's DAZN in our home. DAZN. Watch it. Rachel, you excited about this fight, Golovkin-Derevyanchenko?
Yeah, I think that is kind of when you're looking out there in the landscape, and I wasn't sure like what Golovkin was going to
What
do.
will Golovkin do?
Like his only hope was if he could secure a third, match with Canelo, and I didn't really think that was.
Possible. Well, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. Is this gives Golovkin the chance to lure Alvarez into the ring in a future fight, assuming that he can beat Derevyanchenko. And that's a big assumption. We'll get to that in a second. But let's just assume, I think Golovkin will be favored in the fight, and let's say he wins. With that IBF belt, for better or worse, this is the system we have. With the IBF belt that suddenly he's wearing around his waist, it does give him a carrot, if you will, a cinnamon carrot for Canelo Alvarez to like put him in front of him and get him. He's even said in the past, Canelo has said, why would I fight Golovkin? He doesn't have a title belt. Well, now he has a title belt, and that would lead to, I think, a big fight. A fight that would be bigger, in my opinion, if I see Golovkin defeat Derevyanchenko first, and how he looks in doing that.
Well, we talked about that Golovkin needed to do something besides the last fight that he had with, under his new trainer. I need to see something new from Golovkin to warrant me, like, even putting in,
This will be a legitimate win over a real contender, a good fighter who lost a very close fight to Danny Jacobs as his only loss. And you could argue that maybe he should have won. It was a close fight. Well, Danny Jacobs gave Golovkin all he could handle a few years ago. And Golovkin is now older. I'm not sure Golovkin is as good today as he was when he fought Danny Jacobs a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I would like to see it. And I do think that Derevyanchenko, he had a long amateur career, very decorated amateur, got a kind of late start to his pro career. That's why his win-loss record isn't as much as other fighters his age. He's over 30 years old. But he's getting better, right? I feel like he's getting better every time out. And so I think it's an intriguing matchup. I'm really excited to see it. Golovkin has a lot of power and is a really good boxer. I do also want to see how he progresses under the training of Jonathan Banks. I think ultimately it could be really good for him.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about it.
Me too.
Way to go, Golovkin. You had to change something besides just weird Golovkin-ish sounding sound bites like Big Drama Show in Mexican style. He's distanced himself from Abel Sanchez, who did the majority of his trash talk for him. He's also stopped. Golovkin kind of turned heel, I think, before the last Canelo fight, and I don't think that served him well. I think people love to love the Golovkin that talked sweetly and looked like the boy next door, and then could just slaughter you in the ring on fight night. I think people like that. If you get back to that, he'll have a lot more support, I think, out there. And he already has a lot of support because he's a great fighter.
Yeah.
The
other thing is just seeing people active in fights, and instead of waiting around for this, third match with Canelo, to go out there and just fight other people, just get in the ring and get busy,
Yeah, he's one of the most accomplished middleweight title holders ever. There's some people say that he tied Bernard Hopkins for 20 title defenses, right? Okay, if you look at Golovkin's titles, some of it gets confusing because was he an interim title holder? Was it a secondary title, etc. Whatever it is, and wherever you land, if he did or didn't, what he did was really super impressive. He was one of the most dominant forces in middleweight history, and he's an all-time great, surefire Hall of Famer. Anxious to see what he does in the rest of his career.
Yes.
You know what else I'm anxious about?
What are you anxious about?
Seeing how many people like, comment, and subscribe today. That's my favorite thing to do. But sometimes when people don't like, comment, and subscribe, it makes me sad.
Okay.
Don't you want me to be happy?